Okay, you dirty double-dealing coyote. You've reached the end of the trail. Slap leather. You are extremely dead. Linda, you can't shoot. You've been dead for 5 minutes.
Let's start again.
What's the use, Linda? You're too slow. Nobody can draw as fast as I can.
Mr. Jumbo can.
You and that crazy Mr. Jumbo.
I'm gonna tell him that you said he was crazy and you'll be sorry.
You actually believe he exists, don't you?
Sure.
Now look, Linda, you'd better stop talking about this Mr. Jumbo, or they'll be coming after you with a butterfly net.
Why?
Because there is no such thing as a 10-foot giant with a magic red coat. And if you keep saying there is, people are gonna think you're sick. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Slap leather!
Oh, not now. I haven't got time to slap. Please cut it out. Now, listen, go somewhere else and play. I've got to write an arrangement. It's going to take me at least 3 hours to do it, so go play someplace else. What do you kids?
Can't we stay and hear you sing?
No, Rusty. Why, have you done your homework?
Oh, would you have to bring that up?
That's what I thought. Now, go on. Go do your homework, huh?
Oh, can't I stick around? I'd love to hear you sing.
Russell, would you like to do your homework sitting down now or standing up later?
I get the point. I'll do my homework.
Grant.
It's not fair.
What's not fair?
Rusty always gets homework and I never get any.
For that, I have but one word. Wait.
Well, as long as I can't do any homework, I guess I'll go to the park and play with Mr. Jumbo.
Mr. Jumbo? That the fellow with the magic red coat?
Yeah, he's fun to play with.
I'll bet.
Bye.
Goodbye. What an imagination.
Oh, hi, darling. I didn't hear you come in.
Hi, baby. Just got here a minute ago.
Oh, where are the children?
Rusty's up doing his homework, and Linda's off to Never Never Land.
Mr. Jumbo.
Yeah. What an imagination that kid's got, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's 10 feet tall and wears a magic red coat.
You know, I had an imaginary playmate when I was a child.
Yeah?
Only he wasn't a giant like Mr. Jumbo.
Huh?
He was attractive and charming, and he wore beautiful clothes. I was going to marry him when I grew up.
Well, honey, you did.
Of all the conceited. You know, your imagination is wilder than Linda's. I'll get it, honey. Why, Miss Richter.
Hello,
What a pleasant surprise. Yes, come in. I don't think you've ever met my husband. Danny,
hello.
This is Miss Richter, Linda's teacher.
How do you do?
How do you do? How do you do? You ladies want to talk, would you go into the den? I've got some important work to do here.
Well, I have some important things to do, too, and they concern you.
Oh? Oh, well, sit down.
Thank you. Well, I'm very glad to find you at home, Mr. Williams.
Thank you. I'm glad to be home.
I understand that your business keeps you away a lot of the time.
Yes, it does.
That may be part of the problem.
Problem? Well, there's no problem with Linda.
Mrs. Williams, I'm afraid there is.
What's the matter? The kid out to break the old man's record?
Record?
Yes, I hold the record in Toledo, Ohio. I'm the only boy in the history of that city ever to flunk kindergarten.
Well, I am afraid that this situation is somewhat more serious. That's why I've taken the liberty of coming to call. Won't you sit down? Mr. and Mrs. Williams, I believe that your daughter is an emotionally disturbed child.
What? Linda? Disturbed? Linda?
I can understand your surprise. I suppose that on the surface she does appear perfectly normal.
Look, Miss Richter, she is not only perfectly normal on the surface, but she is perfectly normal under it, over it, and in between it.
Well, I see, Mr. Williams, that I have triggered your defense mechanisms.
Thanks a lot, and I'll do the same for you sometime. In the meantime, would you tell me why you think our child is not normal?
I would be very glad to. You see, won't you sit down? Tell me, have you ever heard Linda talk about a Mr. Jumbo?
Mr. Jumbo?
Yes.
Sure, she talks about him all the time. He's her imaginary playmate. What's he got to do with the problem?
Mr. Jumbo is the problem.
Well, really, Miss Richter, what's so alarming about a child having an imaginary playmate? It's the most normal thing in the world.
Oh, yes. If the child can distinguish between reality and fantasy. However, Linda's imaginary companion, this 10-foot giant with a magic red coat, she thinks he's real. As real as you or I. Her Mr. Jumbo is the most complete, neurotic, wish fulfillment figure I have ever encountered.
You trying to tell me that my kid's got a few loose bolts?
I hold a master's degree in psychology. And therefore, I feel that I'm better equipped than most people to understand Linda's problem. Well, you see, the very young child, passing through the Oedipal period, quite often will invent a magic talisman. But in the emotionally disturbed child such as Linda, the talisman becomes a completely realized being. A Mr. Jumbo who, because of his power to protect the child, compensates for parental failure to supply a strong father image.
Are you trying to say that Danny is a failure as a father?
Now, the facts speak for themselves.
Oh, now, come on. This has got to be some kind of joke. I adore my kids, and they adore me. We get along beautifully. And I play with them. Well, just a minute ago, they asked me to sing for them.
And this happens often.
Yeah, often.
Well, I suppose there is an outside chance that the damage is not irreparable.
Outside chance?
Yes, there's still a chance that you may improve your relationship with the child. Try to supply her with a real adult companion instead of the one that she's manufactured for herself. And then, if she has not retreated too far into unreality, she may relinquish her fantasy and admit that Mr. Jumbo is not real. Otherwise, I would advise competent psychiatric treatment.
Hey, just a minute. Just a minute. Nobody's going to get my kid on a couch. There's nothing wrong with that child at all. And if all you need to prove it is her admission that Mr. Jumbo is not real, I guarantee if I'm left alone in a room with her for a little while, I will come out with a signed confession.
Yes, I suppose you could, Mr. Williams, if you are willing to descend to the primitive use of brute force. Good afternoon.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe a word of it.
Oh, well, honey, she didn't just make it up. You heard her. She has a master's degree in psychology.
Nothing doing. I don't believe it. Making a mountain out of a molehill, that's all.
Darling.
Look, just because Linda invented a Mr. Jumbo with a magic red coat, all of a sudden Mrs. Sigmund Freud thinks that I'm fired as a father?
She just came here to help.
To help? Me, she got more help from Gimbals.
Whether you like Miss Richter or not, when someone comes to you and tells you there's trouble with your child, you don't dismiss it even if you don't believe it.
Not dismissing it. Who's dismissing it? I'm just not going to get panicky about it, that's all.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to be perfectly calm about this. Calm, that's all, calm. And you be calm, too. Don't worry, don't panic. Everything will be fine. I'll play with the kid. I'll spend a few days with her.
Because it's way past your bedtime.
Yeah, but me not bleepy, Mommy.
You go to sleep like a good baby, or else Mommy will hit you with a stick.
Okay, I go to bleep.
Nice baby. It's morning. Time to get up, baby.
What? Oh, what a short night.
Now it's time for your bath.
For my bath?
I'll go and get a wet wash rag.
No, don't get any wet wash rag, Linda. Linda, wait a minute. Come back. It's 10 times today I've had a bath. That's I'm getting soggy bones. Let's play something else. What do you say, huh?
Okay, we'll pretend that you're beautiful flower in a fairy garden.
A beautiful flower in a fairy garden?
Yeah, and to make you big and strong, I pour water on you.
No, wait a minute, come back. I was better off with the wet wash rag. Look, let's play a dry game, huh?
Okay, we'll play clock.
Clock, okay. How do you play clock? Oh, I'm on the clock. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
Time for your snack.
Okay.
Oh, it must be 12 o'clock. Now you have to strike real loud so I can hear you while I'm having my snack.
Okay, I'll strike real loud. Is it 12 o'clock midnight or 12 o'clock noon?
Oh, Daddy, you know I can't stay up till midnight.
Oh. Okay. Bong, 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 bong.
Oh, John. Now what are you supposed to be?
What, are you stupid or something? I'm a clock. Bong, bong.
Do all clocks wear these?
Sure, I'm a baby Ben. That kid of yours has really got me worn to a frazzle. You know, I have been a baby all week. You know, just the thought of another day of this makes me break out in a diaper rash.
Well, honey, it's certainly been worth it. Do you realize she hasn't even mentioned Mr. Jumbo all week? Why, he's just vanished into the thin air from whence he came.
Yeah, that is right. We've got a normal, happy 6-year-old back again.
And all I can say to you is congratulations, Dr. Williams.
Thank you. And when you see Miss Richter, all you can say to her is...
Daddy,
Yes, darling.
can I finish the rest of my sandwich in the park?
Well, sure, dear. You gonna go play with the children?
No, it's Mr. Jumbo.
Oh. Hi, sweetheart. Linda,
Yes?
come here a minute, will you, darling? Your Daddy wants to talk to you. Come up here and sit down. And look, you know Daddy loves you very much, don't you?
Uh-huh.
I want you to tell me the truth. Now, you know the difference between make-believe and fibbing, don't you?
Yes?
Good. Now, were you in the park just now? Hmm?
Yes, Daddy.
You were. And, who did you see in the park?
Mr. Jumbo.
Uh-huh.
And he said he missed me. And I had to tell him why I didn't see him all week.
Well, why didn't you see him all week?
Well, somebody had to play with you.
Let's see. You saw Mr. Jumbo in the park, and, what else happened?
Then he took the jelly beans out of the pocket of his magic coat and he gave me some. Then he lifted me high, high into the air, so my head almost touched the clouds. He's very tall, you know.
Yeah, I know. Look, Linda. Daddy wants to tell you a story.
Oh, boy, I like stories.
Good. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Susie. And Susie used to make believe a lot.
What's her last name?
Well, her last name's unimportant.
Susie and Important? That's a funny name. I don't like it.
Okay, honey. We'll think of another name. Sophie Smith. Now, once upon a time, Sophie Smith used to make believe a lot.
I don't like that name either.
All right, what name do you like so I can get on with the story?
Well, my best friend's name is Margie.
Margie, fine. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Margie.
But I had a fight with her, and I don't like her anymore.
What name would you like?
Herman.
Herman? How many times have I told you Herman is not a girl's name?
That's my goldfish's name, and he's a girl.
All right, once upon a time, there was a girl named Herman. And, this girl, Herman, used to make believe a lot. And she had a real tall friend, 10 feet tall, with a magic red coat.
Gee, that sounds just like Mr. Jumbo.
Oh, my gosh, so it does.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this girl, Herman, she made believe so much that after a while, she couldn't tell the difference between what was make-believe and what was real. And she had only make-believe friends. And when she grew up, she had a make-believe husband and make-believe children, and they lived in a make-believe house. Now, how would you like that to happen to you?
Oh, boy, that sounds like fun.
Linda, sweetheart, what I'm trying to say is, look, your mother and I don't mind it at all that you have this wonderful imaginary friend who is 10 feet tall with a magic coat, as long as you don't believe that he's real.
But he's not make-believe. He's real, and he's my friend, and he's real.
Nobody is real that's 10 feet tall and has a magic red coat. I've never seen such a person. Your mother hasn't. Miss Richter hasn't.
I guess you grown-ups don't get around much.
Oh. Look, Linda, you're a perfectly normal child, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. Now, I want you to admit to me that your Mr. Jumbo is make-believe.
But he's not make-believe.
Linda, that is lying, and I will not tolerate lying.
But I'm not lying.
Look, I'm losing my patience with you, young lady. You're going to get a spanking. I mean it. I mean a real spanking. Unless you admit it right now. Now, say it. Say you just made him up.
Okay, I just made him up.
That's better.
I guess I can apologize tomorrow.
Apologize to who?
To Mr. Jumbo for saying I made him up.
You go to your room. This is... Kathy! 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 Honey, that kid is going to get it.
What is it, darling?
Linda, she's going to get it for lying. Look, she right in the eye and lies.
Mr. Jumbo?
What else? She saw him in the park again, and he gave her jelly beans. And not only that, there's a new one now. He took her up to the clouds.
Oh, no.
How do you like that? That's her story, and she sticks to it. Reason with her, be patient, nothing helps. She's going to get a spanking, that's all.
Oh, honey, she's only a child.
Who happens to be lying.
Oh, it's not really lying, darling. A child's imagination
Look,
can
honey,
go
I know all about a child's imagination. I love a child's imagination. I'm 100% for good fairies, and I really dig gremlins. But when a child insists that something make-believe is real, then that child is either flipped or is lying, and no one can convince me that our Linda has flipped.
Well, honey, sometimes children are stubborn.
Oh, you can whistle that again. Well, she's not going to out-stubborn me. She's not going to do it. If she cannot recognize reality from this end, then maybe she can feel it from the other end. She's going to get a spanking. I don't care.
Honey, my poor baby.
Oh, now pull yourself together. What do you think? I'm enjoying this? Oh, cut it out now, honey. Don't make me feel bad. You know she's got to be spanked.
I know, darling, I know.
Okay, fine. I'll call her in here. I prefer to do it in your presence.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Wow. Now, Kathy, please. This is tough enough now, all right?
I know, darling. Go ahead, Cola. Get it over with.
Well, cut it out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little spanking, honey. I mean, there's not much there to spank.
I know, darling. I'm sorry, and I'm all right now, so go on and call her.
Okay.
Okay.
Please cut it out.
I'm awfully sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I know you're right. Go ahead. Call her.
I'll call her from here.
Okay.
Linda,
Yes, Daddy?
come down here this instant.
Okay, Daddy.
Now, look, baby, this is going to hurt me more than it does her. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah.
Call me, Daddy.
Yes, I think you know what for. Now, what is all this?
Isn't this the way you're supposed to do it?
Now, look, Linda, I want you to be a brave little girl. You have every reason to be scared.
I'm not scared.
You're not scared?
No. You scared?
Why should I be scared? You're the one who's getting a spanking.
Because I'm so little, you might break me.
Look, don't you try any of your junior female psychology on me. You're going to get spanked for not admitting that Mr. Jumbo is a lie, and that's final.
Oh!
touch her yet.
For goodness sakes, are we going to spend all day here?
Don't rush me, huh? I was running this spanking, you or me. You'll do it my way or not at all.
Okay, we won't do it at all.
Just...
You can't kill a guy for trying.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, Daddy.
Now, let's pull ourselves together, huh? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Fire one.
Look, this spanking is going to do no good at all. No good at all. We've made a game out of the whole thing. It can't be effective. Besides, you just stand there and let me descend to the primitive use of brute force. There are other ways to discipline a child, you know. And I know them. You know what you're going to have to do?
Well, I have to do, Daddy.
Going to have to answer the doorbell.
Big soft.
Well, it's not just. Why should I spank her because I'm a failure as a father?
Oh, honey, you mustn't blame yourself.
Who else can I blame?
You're not a
The director's right. I failed to give the child the security she needs, and so she's finding it somewhere else. And Mr. Jumbo is 10 feet tall with a magic red coat.
Honey.
I don't know what to do.
Daddy, I would like you to meet Mr. Jumbo.
He's real! He's real! Oh, Mr. Jumbo, I'm very happy to meet you. Would you do me a favor?
Surely.
Sit down, please. Here, fire one. Thanks, Walter. Sorry to bother. Goodbye. Kathy, honey, I was just talking to Walter Winchell. You know, he lives at the St. Moritz Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And he says Mr. Jumbo is the new doorman there. Hasn't been there very long, but already he's made a big hit with the kids. They love him. He plays in the park with them across the street, and he keeps his pockets loaded with goodies, you know, gumdrops and jelly beans and
well,
stuff.
that must be why they call it his magic coat.
I guess so. Just think, if he hadn't come here to bring Linda's skates back, I'd have never met him. I'd have wound up on a psychiatrist's couch. Well, hello. Come in.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Richter, how nice to see you.
I'm afraid you won't think so when I tell you why I have come.
Oh, calm down, Miss Richter. Why don't you sit down?
No, I don't have time to sit down.
No?
I am afraid that the matter of Linda's delusion has gone beyond the point where I can continue to ignore it. Linda's influence on her friends must be considered. You see, now she has retreated so far into fantasy that she has actually gotten some of the other children to believe in this Mr. Jumbo.
Is that so?
This figment of her imagination. Yeah, this giant who doesn't exist. I don't even know what to call him anymore. The whole thing has to stop. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.